So we're pushing an hour, a little bit over, pretty much spot on. We got started a bit after. So is there anything either one of you, I'll go to you, Doomberg first, that you'd like to comment on, kind of your closing remarks?
Sure. I'll just say to give the type of statistic that is both indisputable and level setting for people when we're talking about uranium and shortage of uranium and so on. On a per pound basis, an iPhone costs $2,000 and a pound of uranium is $50. And so a pound of uranium is 1/40th the cost of an iPhone. And everybody I've ever met in the past 5 years has one in their pocket. Just to give you an example of how silly some of these arguments are. Oh, there's not enough uranium. Uranium's too expensive. You know, even the people that are, pro thorium often bring out these types of canards as they champion their own particular design. We're relatively design agnostic. We're technology proponents. We do believe that energy density is, in fact, the primary metric that matters. You give an engineer enough energy density and they will create miracles. Our entire society is oriented around energy density. Energy density is standard of living. Energy density is life. High energy dense fuels are always the way to go. No society has ever spontaneously devolved to lower energy dense fuels and ended up with a higher standard of living. That's for sure. There's a reason why we've gone from wind powered sailing ships to coal to diesel to nuclear submarines, because energy density is key. And in the military, all of this happy talk goes away when the objective is to actually defeat the enemy. And the military doesn't have time for such nonsense. And so we should take our cues from the natural progression, for example, in the sailing world, from low energy density dispersed sources to high energy density, ultra high energy density nuclear. This is the way we will eventually get there. Perhaps, unfortunately, after we've tried all the wrong answers, but I have no doubt that the human spirit will eventually prevail. And we will be providing life-nourishing energy from nuclear power to the billions of people in the world who so desperately need it. And with that, Richard, a big fan of yours, a real honor to be on a show with you. Really respect your decades-long career. Congratulations on your new initiative. And David, thank you so much for having me on. It was a real pleasure.
Well,
absolutely. Thank you.
David introduced me to you. I had not received from any of my friends any of your columns. And I have been reading and writing about energy since the 60s. And this is not because it's you, and it's not because it's David, but between you and David, you are two of the best writers that people can understand about energy that there is in the world today.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Probably blushing. I don't think anybody's ever connected me with Doomberg before, put me on that kind of a high level. So thank you for those overly kind comments. And thank you both very much for coming to share your comments on this. Very exciting. I can't emphasize this enough. I really think this is something that is ready for prime time. It is, its time is now. And I think it has a great shot at being the safe and carbon-free energy miracle that humanity desperately needs. And so thank you both for all that you're doing to try to change minds that have been so frozen in their anti-nuclear views, and I think so unfairly. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people that listen to this and a lot of interest in the small modular reactors and molten salt approach. So thank you both again, and we'll be in touch. And
thank you very much. It was enjoyable.
Thanks, David.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.